Hey guys! Welcome back to another video. Today's episode of the PBA Bowling Shenanigans reactions. It's the PBA Illinois Classic. Hopefully we're not going to fucking Oak Lawn for that one. Should be coming on after the credits roll of Young Sheldon. Old Sheldon! Retirement home Sheldon! Alright, we're gonna wait until all this judge shit goes off. Alright. We should be rolling. Literally and metaphorically. We're rolling.
There's nothing like a comeback. Mind versus moment. Just you and a belief. Acing sports' toughest test.
Mr. Gutterball. This guy. Let's see who's playing today. Who's bowling their arms off? And their legs. Their asses. They're bowling everything. Fucking choked it. All right, EJ's back.
To lead a PBA tournament is one thing. To be able to do it 2 weeks in a row in completely different environments. I mean, last week was the U.S. Open. It was different patterns. It was shot making. It was grinding. This week, much higher scoring. He really had to string strikes together. With Simo, man, he just figures out a way to do it, and that's why he's him.
He is right now the #1 seed. All right, let's take a look this week at our full TV highlights. Anthony Simonson in early round qualifying here at the Groupon Illinois Classic. Yes, that's right. Faced him in a deja vu. He had rolled 11 straight strikes and needed one more strike for a perfect 300. Well, he left the 710. Take a look at his numbers this week.
Round of 24. Bye.
He defeated Brandon Ron in the round of 16.
Ron Brandon.
The Hall of Famer in Bill O'Neill in the round of 8. Let's listen to the #1 bowler here today. He's standing by with Laneside reporter Aaron Hatcher.
Yeah, that's right, Rick. So top seed last week, and I know that you felt good, but it didn't end the way you wanted to. Back at #1 again. How were you able to shake it off and come back in on top?
My biggest thing that I've tried to do throughout my career is keep each week as its own. Last week was a very good week. I'll take second any day of the week. So got to take a little venture to go check out the Born to Bowl premiere, and I've had a great week and looking forward to bowling one good game and seeing what happens.
And it seemed like yesterday when we talked to you, you're having fun here in Decatur this week. How do you feel just mentally coming into this one?
I'm probably having way too much fun considering we're bowling a professional event, but no, it's been a good time. The staff here has been great. I'm looking forward to putting on a good show today.
No such thing as too much fun. Thank you for the time, Simon.
Thanks.
As we look at the first match, it's John Maldonado and Matt Ogle. This is actually a replay of what happened in their match of round of 8. And so look here and listen to these bullets.
From Houston, Texas. The best thing about Texas is everything's big in Texas, and there's always something to do.
Way right. There goes a 300.
I reside in Louisville, Kentucky, and when I'm not bowling on tour, I work my lawn care business for about 8 months out of the year.
Yeah, that's right. Lawn care business. He told us he does 60 lawns a week, and he does it by himself.
Yeah, unbelievable. I guess
Friends to someone who I know, except they don't. Except they don't bowl me. Fuck my mom.
Stepping up. First frame. Let's see how he starts.
And we'll start with the 10-10.
And for Matt Ogle, he was the number 5 seed, so the higher ranked, the higher seeded player gets to determine who goes first in that left lane. So Sean Maldonado chose that Matt would go first on that left lane. Career appearance number 5 for Ogle on TV. And picks up the spare. So now it's Sean Maldonado's turn on the lanes. He'll start in the right lane. The 39-year-old, a 14-year veteran on the tour.
Everyone puts their hands up.
Almost had that ball.
Yeah, you're going to see a few hands raised now, Rick. One way to start a show by leaving a 5-pin.
There they are.
That's going to be an expensive round today. We got a packed house here.
I think they put your credit card on file.
No.
And he'll pick it up. So both bowlers start with a spare in the first frame. Does that get the nerves out? Like, okay, we both spared, we're good to go now.
Yeah, basically all even after 2. No harm done now. Both of them got those first shots out of the way. We can now relax. Here we see Sean Maldonado using a purple pearl urethane, basically urethane ball. You see the hook rating over there. That hook rating basically means how much the ball hooks in general. This purple urethane, lower on that spectrum, he has a lot stronger ball, but right now Maldy's going for control over power. You're going to see, as you can see here, throwing the purple hammer right between the second and third arrow. He's not shaping the lane a whole lot. He's going to use this strategy early, but later in the day, other players we see today, they're going to opt to move left. You're going to see some really big angles and really big hooks.
All 5 bowlers are right-handed. We have 4 two-handed bowlers, and then Sackett is the solo one-handed bowler. Some people had some fun with social media earlier this week. They put together looked like a band, Tackett and the two-handers.
Yeah, he's the one-handed hook this week for everyone rooting for them one-handers out there. And you can see Ogle there.
I'm one-handed, but I wouldn't mind if he's a Tackett or Simon. I'd like both to be back in the winner's circle.
Throwing the hammer effect for this ball is a solid asymmetrical ball.
Tackett got 300 rolled against him. Anthony Simonson got shat on by the Cove man.
Great shot there by Ogle, and here's a number that you want to pay attention to today. It's the rev rate, the RPMs. Today's show, again, all about power, all about revolutions. These guys,
it's about power. We stay hungry.
That rev rate number is going to be well above the 500s all day today. You see Maldy staying toe-to-toe with Ogle early here. And 2 completely different strategies. Maldy's going up the lane, keeping his angles more in front of him. We can see here, top at the end. And Ogle's electing to hook it a little bit more. I mean, this is bowling. This is strategizing.
You see the tournament format, how they got here. 22 games of qualifying, the top 24 advanced, the top 8 got a bye.
The top 8 got a bye. Instead of a bye, you get a bye. Instead of a bye week, you get a bye for a week.
When I said this is a rematch,
No. Instead of a bye week, you get a good bye.
Who would make it into the show? Ogle was the higher rated bowler. He was a higher seeded bowler, and so ultimately when he got beat by Maldonado, he was locked into the show because he was the highest rated or highest seeded bowler that had not locked himself in.
He locked himself out.
And another strike.
Consistent 290s.
The first frame, and
290 paces.
Have struck since then. We take a look at that round of 8
Taka got
they defeated on their way in.
Yeah, you talk about the match between Ogle and Sean, Game 7. Maldi came back from a 3-1 deficit, absolutely crazy. Santu beat fellow Finn native Tomas, and that gave him a little bit of confidence. And then you got Simo and EJ just kind of rolling through their opponents. But Ogle here, 43-foot Carmen Salvino pattern. There's a little high scoring. There's a little hook to the right, a little hold in the middle of the lane.
He didn't like that,
And that's the hold right there.
but it struck.
Say, oh no. Well, he didn't like that shot, but there's a lot of hold, and that means if the ball hold its line to the
If
pocket.
there's a lot of oh no's, there's a lot of oh yeses too. No,
Like,
no,
how in the heck
you
did
never
that
get
happen?
saying that.
I always say, oh no, after I release it, but it doesn't normally end up with a strike. Maldonado quickly.
Oh no! Just kidding.
The strike pattern. If any of the pros on today's show bowl a perfect game, everyone in America can receive a free game of bowling courtesy of Go Bowling. To pre-register, visit GoBowling.com, and you can sign up for the Go Bowling Free America promotion.
Yeah, Rick, we watched the top seeds practice on this pair before this match started, and they were actually breaking down the lanes together, throwing a little bit of surface to the right, throwing some plastic balls in the middle of the lanes at what we call stretch the pattern to make it a little bit easier. So we should be seeing some high scores today.
And he gets the 7 to go.
Some high scores, maybe even a 300.
So the two are mirroring each other. They start with a spare, and they have struck ever since then. Who's going to be the first to move up a rung of this step-ladder final here in Decatur, Illinois? Stay with us here on the CW.
We still have 3 majors left in the PBA Tour season, and those are the USBC Masters, the World Championship, if there's even going to be one this year, and the Tournament of Champions. And EJ Tackett has won three World Championships in a row, and I want to see him win a 4th one in a row. 3-peat. He-yaw.
The PBA on the CW is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Drivers who switch to Progressive can save big. Look today at Progressive.com. And yeah, that's a 21-year-old Abraham Lincoln, honest age. He came through this area of Illinois. Got Millikan University located here in Decatur. Dedicated
Abraham Lincoln.
the 16th president of the United States. Back here at David Small's Victory Lane for the Group 1 PBA Illinois Classic. That's right. Group 1 helping to turn regular days into something fun with local experiences and things to do at unbeatable
A
values.
290-290 tie.
DJ James Jackson
If I'm
here
green,
with the crowd up.
squeeze.
Maldonado just did a little strike action there. Let's take a look. You mentioned the Carmen Salvino 43. Talk us through it.
Yeah, Rick. The pattern today, higher score.
Rick and Morty.
Salvino, 43 feet. If you look down lane, the rangefinders at the end of them.
Well, it's Rick and Morty time.
Here down
I can't fucking do this. I can't fucking do this, Morty.
Today again is all about power and rev rate.
All right, it is Ogle's turn.
Alright, let's see how many strikes are getting thrown this game.
He started with like a 160-something game and was so frustrated with himself, he texted his wife and was like, I just don't know what's going on. I'm not sure what's
Oh no. Okay, I'm not going to do that every shot. I'm going to say, oh yes, the next shot, and then it's not going to strike. We're putting $20 on that one, ladies and gentlemen. Gentlemen and ladies. Humans in the audience. Alright, they're identifying the basketball. What the fuck?
That knows what's best for you. I'll support you whatever you do. Gotta get your mind right though. And he said that first game, he almost wanted to give up, but it released almost a pressure valve for him, and it let him play more free. After that, he bowled a 240 and a 290 in the games following that. So it seems it did in fact relieve a little pressure.
Thanks, Sharon.
I didn't say anything there.
Yeah, it goes to show, Rick,
Excuse me.
out here it's such a grind, and it's so hard to
Jesus Christ, I'm
stay
about to throw up.
consistent week to week. As you see Ogle here, get the ball pretty close.
Everything is nothing.
High, leaving the 4-7. He'll have to move a little bit left, but it's such a grind out here.
Everything is nothing.
That it's easy to get down on yourself.
Alright, don't miss the 4-7, Matt.
And it's almost more mental than anything. And once you can just click a little mentally, all of a sudden the strike.
I was gonna say, oh, that's, oh, you chopped it.
So it's not about how you start.
Come on. It's about how you finish.
And so Maldonado
Not about how you start.
take advantage of that spare frame.
Alright.
And he does.
Yep. He's gonna take advantage, lose the high ground.
His delivery, and he tells us that when he's teaching, he doesn't teach that.
Crack open that 6-pack!
Yeah, I remember when Maldi actually tried to
Right?
get rid of that hop.
On the
Did
7
you see,
frame?
like, oh, whoa, that's not the same Maldi we're used to, and it actually.
Oh, that one, yeah, that was.
Tried to get rid of it because we're always
Now we're on
trying
the
to
8th
change
frame.
out here, trying to get better. But unfortunately, he didn't have the
128th
results
frame.
he wanted to with making that change. Went back to the hop.
8th frame.
Kind of cruising ever since.
Uh-oh.
Oh. And guess what? The hands are up again. He left the 5-pin.
This is risky business here, man. You better stop playing with this 5-pin.
Everyone put their... No, not that way!
You see the ball comes up light here, leaving basically the bucket. Pins crumble, only leaving the 5-pin. Little smile there. He knows. And just got a little fast with his speed on that one.
That's helping him out. He's
He's
got
getting
his
it.
hand in the air. And picks it up.
Alright, it's a...
And he keeps a smile on his face. That's good.
Alright,
to stay
constant
lighthearted.
strikeout.
So now, in the 8th. Ogle,
On the next
a little bit of
episode
a
of
here
Dragon
for
Ball
that spare.
Daima. On the next episode of American Dad. Holy shit, we're going to war! Good job.
As you see the match scores, 268, 269. Ogle 110 back because of what just happened there. And he's calling for a re-rack on that left lane.
Great shot here by Matt. About 20 at the arrows, ball's driving through the pins. That's what he's going to be looking for all day. As they migrate left, they want their ball to keep driving through the pins. If it doesn't do that, they're going to be looking to maybe make some hand positions or ball changes. But I think the players are going to be very aggressive with their moves today because they know a lot of the games, especially early, are going to be like this. Very high scoring, a lot of strikes. If you're Matt right here, you're really looking to strike here in the 9th because you're thinking Maldi is for sure going to strike out. And you got to keep the pressure on him.
Alright, you gotta keep the pressure on, Matt. Alright, forcing strike. That's a 7-10 split. The game is over.
Keep the pressure on. That one pin difference right now between the two.
Yeah, that one a little in down lane, but it holds. And he likes it. Again, these players created a little hole, little hook. That's why they have a little bit of room today. Maldi answers beautifully in the 9th. And he holds his fate here. If he strikes out, all 3 in the 10, 269, the game's over. Maldi always focusing on here, one shot at a time. As you can see, the 6 just snapping the 10 just enough here. And this is what you want as a professional player. You want the ball in your hand. You want to be able to have your own fate, control your own fate. Maldi, this first one's huge.
Pirate Ghost!
And he gets his
Imagine that didn't fall.
You mentioned this oil pattern. We could see big numbers. Well, right now, potentially a 268 to a 269 in the first match.
Yeah, these guys needed to bring their striking shoes today, especially with the players coming up. We got EA Tackett in the next match, so you know that one's going to be a high-scoring affair as well. And Maldi, this one's huge. Strike right here, puts him in the 260s. Oh, God.
That's a 4-pin!
4-pin.
Yeah, he knows that wasn't his
Alright,
best
you
right
need...
there.
Alright. Ogle needs 2 strikes.
They're pretty fortunate also just to leave a 4-pin. Now, the spare is very big.
Very big.
He missed
That
it.
pin. He needs that pin.
Going high, leaving the 4-pin. Needs to hook a little bit.
Oh, man, that was close.
He almost missed it. All right.
So 258.
Wow, just barely. I don't even know if the ball hit it. That might have been the wind going by.
So right now, Ogle needs 2 strikes and a pin. 2 strikes and 1 pin, but he has to have 2 strikes to start here.
Yeah, that was huge.
He has
Only
to
missed
have
that.
2
Ogle
strikes
would
to
not
start
hit the double,
here.
But now he does.
All right, dream on. All right, he has to have 2 strikes here. Dream on, buddy. Dream on. You'll get your 3rd title next year. I promise. Oh my God. All right.
1 more strike, and it'll be Ogle that will face E.J. Tackett.
Come on, EJ.
Strike and a pin moves him on. And he's asking for his 2nd re-rack.
He's already used all of his re-racks.
Ogle.
Greedy mother.
Yeah, right now you're just trying to get the heart rate
Sean
down a
Rash's
little bit,
partner
take a
in
little bit more
crime.
time. It's easy for the adrenaline to go. It's easy to get really excited, but in order to perform at your best, you gotta stay calm, and that's why he's electing to take this re-rack, take a little bit more time, settle down. Huge shot here for Ogle to win match number 1.
Excuse me. Dream on, buddy. You'll get it next year. I promise. You'll get your 3rd title next year. Never mind. You're still not getting it this year.
Just has to hit the pin, and he advances out of this 5-4 first rung of the stepladder finals. And he's going to grab another ball.
Yeah, even though he just needs a pin, the match is locked up, just needs to stay behind the line. He's going to try another ball here, get a little bit of a different look. Like I said, these guys are going to make a lot of changes today in their equipment. Just try to stay ahead of the transition.
Battlefield Delta, a 268 will defeat Chad Maldonado, and he will advance to match number 2 with E.J. Tackett.
All right, I'm rooting for EJ to come back and win this.
Makes the first move, and
Excuse me. If EJ can't do it, I hope Simonson does it.
Speaking of E.J. Tackett, he is
Excuse me.
also a part of the Born to Bowl superstars that are going to be highlighted every Monday night at 9 p.m. on HBO and streaming on HBO Max. So E.J. Tackett and Kyle Troop is also one of the stars of Born to Bowl. We're going to talk with, yes, Kyle Troop when we return.
Yeah! Either get progressive or cut them off. Stop taking your anger out on people who have it, and not you. I want a Honda. Lucky Start intro music.
Bowling is such a unique sport. Like the Bob Ross of bowling, you gotta take the hair out.
These guys, they're trying to just make a living.
You got some W-2s. Too bad the money didn't equal the W-2s.
There's only one greatest of all time.
One more for the win. He's gonna get punched in the face.
And we are now joined by the Bob Ross of bowling. Kyle Troop joins us from his home, and obviously we would have hoped that you would have been here, but you've had a huge week building up to right now and what we look forward to tomorrow night. Talk a little bit about being a part of this documentary where it started with the premiere on Monday.
Yeah, so obviously it's an awesome opportunity just to be involved with the documentary. They've been working on this very hard for the last 2 years. And to finally see it all come together, we had a great trip in New York City for the premiere. It was very surreal. And, just seeing everybody happy, we're all in one place. All the work put together is coming out tomorrow. I couldn't be more excited, Rick.
And this is a very much inside look at what you guys do on a daily basis from home to at the alley. Actually, let's take a look at a clip from this first show of you as a part of it.
I do love some Sudoku.
That was the trick. My mental game was calm and relaxed.
So when he doesn't use his phone, doesn't worry about who's bowling around him and what they're bowling. He does fine.
I was comfortable. I knew how the oil patterns on the lanes were transitioning. Go to the last game. Yeah, I knew it was going to be close.
Okay, Kyle, you said in there the mental game is so important. How about here in 2026? How's the mental game been going for you?
The mental game's been getting a lot better, Rick. Obviously, the first 2 weeks I had a rough start physically and mentally. Kind of felt like I was falling back down some of the same holes I did last year. But the last 2 weeks have been a lot better. I would guess probably 100 games in 11 days between the last two events. Helped my physical game out. And then mentally, seeing this premiere and just thinking about a few things, made some mental decisions to just be a better version of myself mentally. And I'd say we're putting more pieces to the puzzle together the last few weeks. So looking forward to a strong finish to 2026.
And we're looking forward to coming up this week, Indiana. That's a place where you won back in 2024. Hey, thanks for joining us, Kyle.
Thank you, Rick. See you guys.
All right, again, Born to Bowl, that is going to air tomorrow evening, 9 p.m. Eastern on HBO and streaming on HBO Max. You won't want to miss it. And you definitely won't want to miss our next match. That's right, 4-time Player of the Year.
Go, EJ!
Tackett is going to take on Matt Ogle. And we're going to keep jamming here with DJ James Jackson in the house.
Okay, commercial break.
Cellular.
Alright, enough commercials. I want to watch the rest of the game and then go outside.
That'll be $35 per month, or way more with big wireless. Why haven't you switched? See how we can
Bah.
pay your bills. Call Consumer Cellular.
The casino.
2025 has been a great year for EJ Tackett. 4 trophies. The U.S. Open was his second career U.S. Open title. Then he went on to win the Pete Weber Missouri Classic. That was his 25th career title, the PBA Shark Championship. He was able to defend his 2024 title, and then the PBA World Championship. That was his second major title of the year. And of course, the third in a row as far as Player of the Year and 4th overall. We're ready for match number 2 at the Groupon PBA.
Alright, let's go,
Groupon,
EJ.
helping people discover and save big on great local experiences and things to do. Match number 2 has Matt Ogle up against EJ Tackett. And let's have EJ introduce himself right before he bowls. How about we'll wait until he bowls and we'll have him introduce himself. But Ogle is going to go first. He'll start on that left lane. Now, is Ogle
Get on the middle lane.
because he knows what these lanes do?
Yeah, I think so. These lanes are going to transition so fast, so quick.
They want his head out, Flashy.
All these power players on this show, that
Back-
he has a better feel for what happens. So if EJ gets settled in early, he's going to be fine. But Ogle has a really good idea of what these lanes are doing.
No! Bon appetit!
And here's EJ Tackett.
I'm EJ
Show me what you made of EJ Tackett.
Player of the Year, and I'm ready to take down everyone on the show today.
Don't jinx it, bud.
I like that attitude. I guess when you're number 1 in the world, you kind of...
You can have a little confidence. Yeah.
Go, 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 go!
And he'll start with
300! I'm getting dragged to the marshmallow, the padded room. I'm getting padded. Oh no.
Number 1's here.
Yeah, I hope his back's hurting. I hope he has a blister on his thumb. I hope something's happening. Great opening shot by EJ here. Looks like he's settled in. It looks like he's not as far left as I thought he was going to be. We watched him bowl in practice. As you can see, he's starting with a Venom shock, symmetrical benchmark ball for EJ.
Good start.
And we watched him end practice, and he was probably about 7 boards deeper than that at the arrows, and he had a little hang spot, and he's really trying to throw a big hook and open his ankles up. He actually moved his feet and target right. He's about 18 at the arrows now, keeping his ankles a little bit more in front of him.
Mater knows what Lightning McQueen did on the island.
These lanes are a little more forgiving today, so they can kind of get away with playing different parts of the lane. Now, Ogle here, looking
Time to
stay.
say goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Oh. No! Alright, we're going to be in for a close game. Maybe even a 300. I'm going to call it there's going to be a 300 or at least someone making it to 9 strikes. Maybe twice, even. You saw how high the scores were in match 1.
His tour rep that has been helping him all week.
Alright, Matt. Don't steal EJ's thunder here, please. EJ's thunder proceeds to get stolen, and I'm going to... Don't take me to the padded room. No! Yes, actually. That's what I wanted to happen. Total... No, I didn't say... SCP ugly tail.
Got a little wide there.
No.
Just coming right behind the
Don't
head
make
pin.
me speak in a
bit of
country
a
accent.
flat ringing 10. Somewhere in the middle. Needs a spare this year. Hasn't shot at many spares today yet.
Haven't had to, but they use a different ball for spares. A straighter ball.
There we go.
Good thing that hooked a little bit.
Yeah. So he picks up the spare. EJ
Tell
Tackett,
me.
coming back out. Now there's a little bit of an opening here. We see how Tackett got here. Again, being one of the top 8, he had a bye in the round.
Go, EJ. Go, EJ. Go, EJ. Go, EJ. No, EJ. All right, no 7-10.
EJ Tackett actually had to step away from
Perfect.
golf. More on that.
Yes.
Yeah, it was actually his first passion, his first love. In fact, when he was younger, he qualified for some big junior events like Junior PGA, U.S. Junior Amateur. And the year that he played the U.S. Junior Amateur, Jordan Spieth was the defending champion. And he said when he played the Junior PGA, Justin Thomas had set the course record in the first round. So some names you're familiar with. Also the reason EJ moved away and into bowling, Rick.
He said one day he was watching Jordan Spieth on the range, and every
Let's go, EJ. All right, I'm going to take more headache medicine. I don't think I've taken my pills yet.
EJ is a +1
Get it!
also leads the 10 bet.
Yeah, I've watched EJ hit a golf ball, and it's pretty darn impressive.
God damn it!
Just a little flat 10. You can see the 6 pin just lays in the gutter there. It's supposed to smack the 10 there. But it doesn't. Spare here to stay
Don't
clean.
miss. Oh, I love when the backup ball gets 3.
When it's an easier pattern like this, Rick, the players
No
should have
300 for anyone.
simple time of getting to the pocket.
No
but it's a
300.
matter of who can get those corner pins out. You see both players leaving 10 pins there. That's going to be adjustments with their hand, adjustments with their speed to try to get the ball to hook a little bit different into the pocket. So whoever can control those little adjustments today and still be able to string strikes is going to have the most success.
Here's Ogle in the 4th.
He didn't like. Oh, he was not supposed to like that.
Yeah, you heard him say it had to lay there. And that's, we saw the players in practice throw some urethane down the middle of the lane, throw some plastic balls, what that does is that gave the players a little bit of hold. So when they miss left, the ball just holds its line to the pocket, 10 back. As a player, throwing a shot like that and still getting 10 down, lets you relax a little bit.
I'm gonna see if you'll be able to make your way
Have a spare.
all the top. No, you weren't supposed to get that.
Take a look at the Groupon rollback replay. And again, the messenger here. And delivers.
Yeah, he looked like he got a little up the back with that one. Didn't quite get his hand in the right place. Got a great break there. The messenger connecting on EJ.
That Groupon is where you can discover and roll back costs on great local currency services and things to do, so you can get out and be more locally unbeatable value.
Burn in hell, everyone who worked on Cookie Run
Probably
Kingdom, by the way.
fastest bowler on the tour, and so that's why you heard the ball hit the lane before we could get to it.
It's unbelievable how And when you bowl next to this guy, it's unbelievable the pace he does. And this guy, he bowls more games than everybody else. He makes every cut, all the TV shows. He's always doing stuff outside of our tournaments and bowling for charities and pro-ams. I mean, he's always bowling.
Good.
So as they stand, 279 for both bowlers if they strike out. That's the hardware they're looking for. Right now, it's Tackett versus Ogle. Who will advance?
A bazooka! Commercial. Bring him back.
The PBA. Next
The
Sunday,
Indiana
Forrester
Classics
won
next
Pacific
week.
on the CW.
If you're not ready, get ready. Speak, Charlie!
I'm EJ Tackett, and you're watching PBA Championship Sunday on the CW.
Big smile on his face, and he's a fan favorite. A lot of people around the country, a lot of people around the world like EJ Tackett. Matter of fact, we had an Instagram poll. Who do you want to see face Simonson in the championship
EJ
match?
Tackett with 65%.
The,
Woo! Yeah!
at 65%.
6% of people said Sean Maldonado. To those 6% of you guys, may your hopes and dreams die in a fire.
Let's see who has
With
the
respect.
better game
I'm
here
sorry.
between Ogle and Tackett. Right now, they're tied up, both with the possibility of a max of 279. Again, that first game, 268 to 258, Ogle won.
Yeah, Matt, it's been perfect on this lane so far. Looking to continue a streak.
Oh, solid head fake.
Yeah!
It's the 310.
The jinx is in. I knew that was happening.
Are you calling it? You don't have to take credit for that.
We can see big miss in here after the commercial break, leaving the 310.
For a right-hander, how difficult is this to pick up?
I mean, very, unless you're Patrick Dombrowski to win a U.S. Open.
Aha! Yes!
An open frame for Ogle.
Tony, please.
You've already used 3 re-racks.
Wants to get back in it mentally. Did Rick Allen, Al Sherman, and Tara Hatcher with you?
Yeah, big mistake there out of Ogle at a commercial break. With the scores being so high, open frames kill you even more than normal. He knows he needs a strike here to get back on track.
Stop stalling! You're just like your doubles partner.
Got to get back into it. Does he? He does.
Well, EJ's still got the upper hand unless he starts choking on the field.
And probably a big sigh of relief that all 10 pins went down for him there. Now EJ Tackett, who is one of the most competitive humans on the planet, he sees blood in the water. And
Yeah.
he sees an opportunity, and he wants to do everything he can to make Matt Ogle think that there is no chance he can win this match. And he leaves the 10 pin.
Good shot there by EJ, and you're absolutely right. He knew that one means a little bit more to just keep the foot on the pedal. As you can see, the 6 just wraps right around the 10 pin there. You can see he wanted that one. And again, these players are going to be able to get to the pocket, but it's about carrying. And who can get that 10 pin out today?
Hit it. Good job.
Despair.
Oh, it came out to possibly kick the 7-10.
Lane talk.
Don't choke this, EJ.
Statistics for us here that you see. If you want to take your bowling to the next level, head to lanetalk.com. So the second spare for EJ Tackett. talking to himself.
All right.
What a shot there by EJ. Just to keep his lead. He knows if he strikes there, again, he can't be shut out. And this pattern may be high scoring, and I don't want to downplay that this pattern is easy by any means. It's very tricky, but these players are so good that they can make a pattern like this that'd be difficult for every amateur player seem easy.
And they have been able to do it all week. The numbers that we have
All right,
seen.
Matt. No!
Has the double and gets back a little bit of momentum. And he will have to strike here in the ninth again if he wants to put enough pressure on E.J. Tackett, which, by the way, I think E.J. Tackett might handle pressure better than anyone.
Yeah, that shot was huge for Ogle just to stay in the match. And he's doing all he can do. His ball is kind of laboring down lane. It's not going through the pins as well as it was early, especially in match 1. So he's giving it all he can here to try to knock down 10 pins.
And a lot better strike there for Ogle.
Yeah, much more convincing. You heard him say work for it. And that's all he can do right now. All he can do is throw strikes and make EJ earn it. Now EJ's stepping up in the ninth frame. Needs a strike right here to continue to control his own destiny.
Come on, EJ.
And so EJ.
Stop talking in the back. Yes. All right, he needs a strike. And if he goes 9 spare, I think he can strike him.
To be able to close out Matt Ogle.
If he goes 9 spare strike, then he's in a good trouble.
Look at EJ's form here. Right around 18 at the arrows, electing to go a little bit more speed, keeping his hand right behind the ball. Amazing shot there.
There's still 2 games left, and I want to go outside after that. Excuse
You
me.
hear him say trust in it. Again, this pattern really was all about trust. If you threw it good, you got to clean up your hand.
I've been drinking
If
Dr.
you're a little
Thunder.
heavy, all of a sudden this became much more difficult. Now EJ needs a strike right here.
Go! Perfect. Alright, he needs 9. 9 and he moves on. He left the 7th time.
Sanju Tavanainen waiting in the wings. He will be the next competitor. And if 9 pins go down for E.J. Tackett, it will be him that will face Santu.
Nine pins need to go down.
Big breath there before he rolls. And he gets the strike.
Yes!
Tackett will
EJ's going on!
Looks like EJ's going to try another ball here in the fill. And Rick, that's dangerous. When you have a player of EJ's caliber start talking to himself a little bit, starting to get settled in, and then he makes shots like that early, that's dangerous for anyone that's going to be facing him. Now, this is a ball change. Just see what this one does. A little cleaner option.
And you heard E.J. Tackett say, take your time. They know it's over, so Ogle's going to finish out the 10th frame here. Nothing he can do.
Yeehaw!
And once again, can't catch.
You guys can talk if you want.
E.J. Tackett, you hear him say, you can talk if you want. And the fans that are in attendance here greatly appreciate what they have already seen out of Matt Ogle. And so, enjoying themselves as E.J. Tackett goes one rung up the step ladder, and he will face Santu Tavanainen, last year's winner of the Illinois Classic. Can he defend that title? He's got to stop the #1 player in the world before he'll have to meet Simonson at the end. And Progressive makes it.
Lucky guy. Joe doesn't have Progressive and takes it out on those who do.
I'm not filing anything. Don't diss bowling.
And welcome to the Go Bowling halftime show.
Oh shit.
Well, you didn't know, Decatur, Illinois is the actual birthplace of the world-famous Chicago Bears. Originally, the team was known as the Decatur Staleys, named for manufacturing magnate A.E. Staley.
No more shit posts.
The museum has an exhibit dedicated to a team that only existed 2 years before moving to Chicago in 1921. Still, the Staleys have 4 members in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, including legendary player and head coach George Howell. And we are back inside of Victory Lanes here in Decatur, Illinois, and what a crowd. It's a great crowd. I want to take a look at the frame of the game brought to you by, by Progressive Insurance. We're going to look at that in just a second, but we have E.J. Tackett, obviously best bowler in the world right now, and
The #1.
maybe Ogle faltered a little bit. Was that because of pressure, possibly?
You know, when they're so high scoring like this, you don't have a lot of chances. You know, when you miss, they don't give you a lot of room to get back in the match, especially when you're facing 4-time Player of the Year, E.J. Tackett.
All right, so we mentioned a little bit about the frame of the game. We want to go back to that Progressive frame, and that was just the last frame, the 10th frame. This is brought to you by Progressive Insurance.
Yeah, E.J. here needing basically a double to lock out Ogle, throws the first one, clears it,
Perfect.
absolutely clears the second one. I mean, that's dangerous for anyone that's going to be facing E.J. here, especially Santu in the next match.
All right, so we've got Tavanainen, and he obviously has won this event before, but it's the only event he's won. So does that put a lot more pressure on him going up against EJ?
You know, I think it gives him confidence. I think it gives him confidence to know that he's done this before and he can do it. So he doesn't need to prove to himself that he can win. He won this
Alright,
event before.
Santu, don't
especially
do this to me.
Fellow Finnish bowler Tomas, a guy who's kind of had his number before.
Yep.
All the confidence in the world going in Santu's favor. He just needs to bowl his game and stay out of his own way.
So if he stays kind of relaxed and maybe under the radar, then he'll probably be pretty good? Like if he was taking a selfie with some fans?
I think so, yeah.
Well, that's what he was doing. So Santu is having some fun with this situation. He's the #2 seed. Can he take down E.J. Tackett and get to that title match? Match #3.
My hope is that he can. Not.
Let's be.
If you try to sue me, you've got to take taxes into account.
February last year, the PBA Illinois Classic, the Bolero Vernon Hills, the #1 seed.
I didn't watch it
and
because I didn't have the
2022
channel.
PBA Rookie of the Year, Santu Tavanainen defeated Chris Pye in the championship match. He made a powerhouse, won his first career PBA Tour title. Became only the 3rd Finnish bowler in history to do so. Let's hear from that bowler. Stand by with Terrence.
All right,
Okay,
so
let's do
Santu
this
already
first
told me off
one,
camera
right?
he's upset because he's wearing the same shirt as last year, but it could be lucky, Santu. What is it? You're defending champ here. You've got quite the crowd with signs over there. What is it about
Have to
Illinois
be
that
the
seems to
strongest
work
and
so well for a
fastest
Finn?
bowler.
I don't even know. Fans are here. Fans are great here, so maybe it's
Except
that
we haven't
part.
seen
I
us
don't know.
doing
How are you feeling coming into
like
this?
a decade.
Really good.
There you go, guys.
PBA
Feels really
collab.
good, and he looks like a champion. He looks like
He's
last year's
won a major
champion. 'Cause
before.
He is, and in the same shirt. Thank you for the time, Santu.
Thank you. And we're calling him the Lion.
And his first show is
because of that mane
2004.
of hair he's got going there. But the 2 seed, Santu Tavanainen, taking on the 3 seed E.J. Tackett. And Tavanainen was the higher seed, so he gets to determine who goes first. And he has decided that he will take that honor. He'll start on the left lane and bowl his first frame.
Gutter ball!
Yeah, interesting here, meaning Santu's going to finish the match, so he'll have to throw it for the win if needed. So you must really like this right lane over the left lane.
Alright, EJ.
Santu, probably the biggest football.
Don't fuck this up.
Bowling ball thrown on the PBA Tour. You're going to see it here when his ball hits the pocket, as you can see. Extremely strong. When his ball hits the 1-3, the pins just do things that other people's bowling balls.
No, they don't like you. What do you mean they don't like me?
The right lane.
No!
A split. So the 4-6 split.
Of course!
Attack it. Kind of see that grimace.
Yeah, it looked like this ball going right through the face, leaving the 4-6. Without a little bit of luck and it bouncing out the spare.
Maybe.
It's pretty much impossible. First time he's left his spare all week.
An open frame for E.J. Tackett.
No, Rick, it didn't look like that bad of a shot. I think he's starting to see a little bit of transition there. Looked like the ball just hooked on him. He might have grabbed it a little bit, but paid the ultimate price leaving the 4-6. And you can see immediately going to a ball change here. After leaving the 4-6 was throwing a Venom shot, now going to a Black Venom. It looks like this has a little shinier cover. This should be a cleaner option for EJ.
Yeah, that's better.
Yeah. Good find there, Rick. That was the fill ball choice that he did, and that's why we throw different balls in fill balls. So when you need to make an adjustment, you kind of already have an idea. This ball goes a little bit longer, gets through the friction, and absolutely drives through the pins. That's exactly what EJ was looking for in that shot. Now Santu, a real chance to step up here and take an early lead on EJ.
You look at the 525 rev rate for Santu. You mentioned he's got one of the most powerful balls in bowling.
Yeah, leaving a wrap 7 here. Yeah, he's one of those guys, when his ball hits the pocket, you wonder how any pin can be standing, but it did. 7 pin, needs to clean it up, and he does. And that's one thing is a key to Santu's match. If this match gets into more of a shot making, we got to pick a few spares. In the past, Santu isn't known for being the greatest spare picker, so if he can stay clean today, that's going to be a huge advantage for him. Electing to throw the Black Venom. Now this ball is an early, smooth, solid, reactive ball. It's asymmetric. It's built for control.
Hey, stop.
Oh my goodness!
Oh! Yeah! That's your karma. That's instant karma.
6 hit it.
It did.
Not hard enough.
Yeah. This is the mega wrap 10. A little bit of a bad break there, and Santu needing to stay clean.
Pick up that fair. And so now, Tackett sees a little bit of an opening here because he does have the possibility, if he strikes out, to have a higher max score. But he's still got to get back in the groove. The last time he was on this lane wasn't in the groove.
Right, Rick. So he needs to make a little adjustment here, and he needs to see his ball do the right thing right now.
No!
2-pin this time. Didn't trust it, he said.
Yeah, when you're not sure what your bowling ball is going to do, even great players like EJ are going to start to make errant shots because you can hear him say he doesn't trust that the bowling ball is going to react the way he wants it to react. So that leads to poor execution.
NXT on the CW moves on down to Houston for Texas-sized night of non-stop action featuring 2 women's championship matches in a steel cage. You won't want to miss this. WWE NXT Tuesday at 8/7 Central right here on the CW. AJ's probably mad enough he could be in a steel cage match after that open frame to start with.
Yeah, what's really interesting right now with EJ is we're known for him having the power, the big hook ball, to be able to get left of everybody and just overpower the lanes. Well, you can't do that against Santu. So seeing a guy like Santu being so far left and EJ having to move back right on the lane is a really interesting dynamic that's going on right now, and they're actually throwing the same exact bowling ball. It looks like Santu's has a little bit more surface on it. EJ's has a little more polish. It's shiny.
No.
Remember, the winner of this match faces Anthony Simonson.
If EJ can't win, let Simo do it.
In the wings. Take on whoever wins this match. And you look at the disparity, the discrepancy, I guess, between these two in the fact that this is Santu's 5th TV appearance. Well, EJ Tackett has been on TV 78 times. And Santu gets that strike there. But the pressure has to play more on Santu right now than it does on EJ.
Yeah, it has to. That's why it's important for Santu to do all the little things right now, to stay out of his own way, pick his spares, and make good shots. Great double here to put the pressure back on EJ. Now, EJ having trouble on this right lane. Opened in the first shot. Last shot, he got it right. Looking to stay in the pocket right here.
Does he trust it?
Come on!
Another split. To the 2-8-10 for Tackett.
Yeah, this lane, Rick, has been tighter all week. I talked to the ball reps, and this particular lane, down lane, has been tighter. So you saw a lot of this. Your ball would hook on the left lane, and you would come back on the right lane, and it would do something like this, leave a split. So EJ's not understanding, and it's not really comprehending. This is what bowlers have to go through. You know, he thought he threw a better shot there. He might have got a little quick. But the ball's just not quite reading down lane the way he wanted to, thus leaving the 2-8-10.
Second
That's close.
Game for Tackett. Very uncharacteristic of EJ, and he is struggling on that right lane.
Yeah, and this is where you just have to reset and understand he still has this left lane. He has a good idea of what it's doing. Even though it's a pair of lanes, each one plays different. So he still has control of this left lane. He still has a good idea. Just needs to reset mentally, throw a good shot. And for a 4-time player of the year, he doesn't.
Bye, Milky Way.
But he needs to throw a strike right here because Santu is lying.
Come on, EJ. Thank you. All right, Santu, hiccup.
You see EJ there around 15 at the arrows. And Santu is playing a good 7 to 8 boards left of him.
Can Santu take advantage of the opening that we have seen EJ Tackett? He opened the door. Will Santu walk through it?
Who knows? Welcome to the Cove.
Back in 2024, the Just Fair PBA Indiana Classic Championship lanes in Anderson, Indiana. That was Kyle Troop winning his second title of the 2024 season. Next Sunday on the CW at 4 p.m. Eastern, 1 p.m. Pacific, it's the PBA Indiana Classic from David Small's Pro Bowl West in Fort Wayne, Indiana. That's right, there's David Small. We're at his event, or his venue today. That's
everyone.
Folks are working for him to put on these great events. But this is event, PBA Tour event number 106 for a David Small venue, which really appreciate everything he does for the PBA Tour. And Santu thinks the same. He thinks very highly of David Small. We'll see how he does here on this 6th frame. Again, Tackett, 2 open frames. One in the first, one in the 5th. And
good.
Break, he leaves the 10-pin.
Yeah, if you're Santu, you really wanted that one right now. Coming out of commercial break, EJ is giving you a couple chances to have a little lead here, and that would have been a chance to extend that lead. But now, again, needs to do the small things right and clean up his spare right here.
19 out of 20, picking up the 10-pin. This week, he gets it back time.
Yeah, you mentioned mentioned Santu, when I asked him yesterday about winning this event last year and coming back this year, he said, well, it's a David Small bowling alley, and you just know that means it's going to be a great event, bring so many people, great atmosphere. In fact, he said strangers that he recognized that were here to support him last year were in the crowd yesterday supporting him again and told him, we'll be there to support you tomorrow. So I'm sure some of the signs you're seeing out there for Santu are probably those people who have come back again to support him today.
Santu won him over. And on his left lane, he does get the 5 ball.
Yeah, Santu, he's a man of the people. He's a guy you would walk into the bowling alley, and he'd just come up and talk to you, and you don't even know he's a pro bowler. You just think he's one of the guys, and you can see, wow, 5-pin needs a couple taps there to go down.
Yeah. Santu, we felt the same way.
Now,
come on, EJ.
This is a huge shot here for EJ. He's having trouble in this right lane, a chance to double and start cutting into that lead.
And deep, and he does it again.
JFC.
Back to back on this lane.
Yeah, he's confused right
Please,
now.
EJ.
They were going to make an adjustment where he moves his eyes, his target in a little bit to the left, so that ball doesn't skate to the right as much, and he tried to keep his hand up the back of the ball, and I think he executed that exactly how he wanted to. It wasn't the right move.
He's going to try to pick it up.
That was a good attempt at it. We had a chance.
Yep. We got the 2 and the 10. I like that. Left the 8.
You could hear EJ said he liked that one. You know, when you're lost on a lane, you have to commit. You only get 10 shots, 12 if you fill out the 10th to make the best ones possible. Now he needs a strike here to just still have some hope.
What is that lane?
Wow.
Ah!
All right, well, kind of how the week went. 250 or 170.
EJ was a part of the premiere of Born to Bowl on Monday, and so it was a long, long day. They were already here. They took a car to St. Louis, flew to New York. Were in New York for the premiere, flew back, got here on Tuesday morning, did not have any practice, and went straight onto the lanes for that second block.
And all the guys that did, they all shot 260.
They did.
I rolled next to Troop, and he shot 269 or 8 the first game. I heard him mention, I might not go to a practice session again.
Yeah, it was pretty amazing what they were able to do, but obviously now, you know, EJ Tackett has put himself in such a hole.
Santu knows he kind of has the match in hand right now. He's going to actually ball change here to a Nebula to give it a look.
Santu strikes there.
And you see that ball, it's a little cleaner. I believe it's a pearl, and it stored a little bit more energy, so it drove through the pins a little bit more. So when it decides to go through the pins and get to the pocket, the carry.
All right, no more rigging.
Based on
Oh yeah, it's already over. It's already over. There's no way he can win.
Going back to his
Thank you, Dilly Belser over here.
idea. He's moving in just to see what it would have looked like if he played that line instead.
Why couldn't he have done that the last 2 frames?
What if I would have played there?
Or like the last 4 frames?
Decision making at its finest.
Alright, I swear to God, Anthony, please. Anthony,
Frustrated with
please.
himself.
This is-
He cannot catch Tomanainen, by the way. So even if he strikes out here, his max will be 185, and Santu has already closed him out.
It's over. That was one big fuck fest.
We've got to acknowledge the crowd, though. EJ talked a lot about how important Born to Bowl is for him personally.
Poor decision making.
He talked to us yesterday a lot about leaving this sport better than we came in.
God darn it.
So he has a lot invested. His life is invested in this sport.
Why couldn't you have done that the last two? Why couldn't you have strung 8 strikes in a row? Santu's getting glazed. This is bullshit.
He moved way in, played where Santu was playing, struck out. Now, for the rest of the ride home until next week starts, he's going to be thinking, man, what if I would have just played there? What if I would have done this? But, you know, that's bowling right there. You have to step up and make decisions. And EJ's been great all year. He's kind of, you know, we talked to him, and it's all about riding the wave. The last 3 years, a lot of things have gone EJ's way. And so far this year, he's been bowling great, but hasn't been able to get it done.
So, that third match has Santu Tavanainen upsetting EJ Tackett, and he will now take on the #1 seed, Anthony Simonson. Simonson, the mechanic, is coming up next.
All right, come on, Anthony. This is you're my only hope.
Let's hear from executive producer Ben Stiller from Monday's premiere in New York City.
I was just so fascinated with this world growing up watching the bowling tour on TV when I was a kid. You know, and
Milky
also
Way
bowling in the
cookie
movies,
public
there's a certain
execution
player,
at
there's a certain style,
6:05 p.m. tonight.
Ultimately, for me, the show is about the sacrifices that these guys have to make to do what they love.
And you see the guys that were at that premiere. EJ definitely doing what he loves. Probably not as happy about what he's about to do right now as he would have been if he would have won. But he is standing by with Taryn Hatcher to talk a little bit about Born to Bowl.
Well, and a trooper, and we thank him for his time. EJ, I know that one didn't go exactly how you wanted it to.
EJ
so
got
let's move on
screwed.
to something a little happier, a little bit more exciting. I know you're really passionate about this project and what it's going to expose about you and everyone who's out here competing. What do you hope people take away from watching this series?
You know, we really want people to understand, you know, what we go through on a week-to-week basis, day to day, and just learn more about bowling and just become more educated about it. There's a lot in the show that I think is going to help people understand what bowling is truly about.
What do you think is the biggest misconception that people assume when they just watch you guys come out here and knock down some pins versus what actually goes into the week-to-week, month-to-month of competing?
Yeah, I think a lot of novice players don't really understand that there's oil on the lane and different oil patterns and understanding why we have so many different bowling balls. I think there's a lot of education that can be learned about those two things, and once people know about that, I think they'll have a completely different perspective of the game.
Well, and you at home can learn about it streaming on HBO and HBO Max starting tomorrow. EJ, thank you for the time.
Thank you.
And thanks, Taryn. Okay, so our next
Don't mind me
match,
coming in and moping over here over EJ losing.
as far as Anthony Simonson and we've got Santu taking him on, do you have an advantage over the other?
You know, I really like Santu's game right now. He's won this tournament last year, and he's overpowering the lanes. But Anthony, I mean, the 1 seed last year, and he's a guy that, you know, since he lost last week, you better believe he's thinking that's a little extra fuel to the fire, and he's going to be tough to beat. So he's going to give Santu all he can handle.
All right, Anthony Simonson, the #1 seed, getting ready to take on Santu Tavanainen. And we've got Illinois State, the bowling team here, enjoying a little DJ James Jackson.
Come on, Anthony.
It's happening
Let me
right
get
here
one.
at the Illinois Classic.
At Storm.
Last week, this man
Let me
faced
get
one
one.
of the brutal breaks in bowling. Yeah, that's Anthony Simonson. Instead of the strike he needed on his final ball, he got this. But Simon's resilient and determined. Now, just 7 days later, he is the top seed here in Illinois. What will his fate be today?
Yeah! Ow!
It is the Groupon PBA Illinois Classic. Groupon delivering unbeatable values on fun local experiences. That's what they're fighting for. That trophy right there. And Anthony Simonson has decided that he will bowl first in this final match. He'll start on the left lane. So Simonson versus Tavanainen. Let's hear from Anthony.
Anthony Simonson from Las Vegas, Nevada.
He's won
Today,
5
I'm going to
majors.
win my 17th PBA title at the PBA Groupon Illinois Classic.
And what he's fell short of his
Well,
sixth
that confidence that we
major
heard
several
out of DJ
times.
Tackett, sounds like Anthony's got the same confidence. Maybe it'll work for him. He's got one game.
That was a
High on the
bad
head
start.
pin, and he's going to lead the 4-pin.
Looks like Simo's choosing to play left. Just like Santu, kind of playing the same area. You can see here, playing right around the 5th arrow. Get that ball out to about 6, 7, 8 down lane. Now that one went a little bit high. That might be a speed thing, but he might have to move his feet a couple more left than that.
Boom.
Spare to start. And Santu. So now, Santu is probably feeling confident. He took down AJ Tackett. Now he's got Anthony Simonson, who has a spare in the first frame.
Talk about 2 opponents you have to go through to win your 2nd title.
Come on. No. Ha!
He can't get that 10 to
No
fall.
strike for
He
you.
can hit it, just not hard enough.
Yeah,
Let
that was a
me
ball
get
change that we saw
one.
from the last game. He was throwing a Black Venom in the last match. That ball, the Nebula, it's a pearl reactive ball meant to be a little cleaner and a little more angular down lane. Now Santu cleaning up the score.
Look between the arrows for these 2 competitors. Pretty close, same age. Years on the tour, quite a bit different. And then, of course, the title, 16, as we heard Anthony Simonson say, he's looking for a 17. 5 major titles for Simo.
Yeah, we've seen a little bit of these lopsided matchups in the finals, but it doesn't seem to matter.
As far as numbers go, we see
Come on.
on his second frame. When you look at the numbers of the number 1 seed this year, 0-3 as far as the number 1 seed. Now, a year ago, it was 9-4. It was more lopsided toward that number 1 seed, but this year, 0-3 to start off with. And as a matter of fact, last week, Anthony Simonson was the number 1 seed. We look at the storm in the bag.
Simo throwing a bionic. This ball is a hybrid, symmetrical ball, built for control and versatility.
Look right there. Storm is the standard for those who demand the best. We are the Bowlers Company.
We're going all night.
So far, in order to win a match, you have to shoot at least 247. So again, high scores today. I don't expect them to stop here in the final match. You can see Simo's road to the final. He got a first round bye in the round of 24, defeated Brandon Runk 4-0, cruised through that match, and then defeating Bill O'Neill in 4-1. And that match was actually a lot closer. But Simo edging out the Hall of Famer.
There.
Little rub there on the 10-pin.
One thing I'm noticing out of Simo's personality, he looks more comfortable here and got a lot of help right here.
Yeah, you can see the 710 was standing there just for a second, but you know, he's due a couple breaks after last week at the U.S. Open, so let's see if Santu here can match him. You know, with these high scores going against Simo, you need to string strikes early and not fall behind.
I don't know what I'm singing.
So double now for Santu.
It looks like Santu's actually throwing a different ball on each lane. So on this left lane, he's still throwing the Black Venom. And on the right lane, he's throwing a Nebula. So he's seeing something on the lane here that they're playing different enough that he has to throw 2 different bowling balls.
Soaring so hot. Come on.
Again, it's the Carmen Salvino 43 pattern on both lanes. But as you mentioned, seeing something different to bowl with a different ball.
And this is something Santu does a lot. He sees everyone kind of plays the lanes a little different. Everyone sees the lanes a little different. And Santu does this often, throwing a different ball on each lane when other players are throwing the same ball all the time. So Anthony looking to throw a turkey here, trying to stay even with Santu.
Well, Saturday, the stars of the NASCAR O'Reilly Auto Parts Series take on one of racing's toughest tests. That's this historic Darlington Raceway. Watch as the drivers will battle the track that's known as Too Tough to Tame. You want this as second of pure raw racing in Darlington. That's Saturday at 4:30 p.m. Eastern, 1:30 p.m. Pacific only, right here on the CW.
And Rick, it actually looks like Simo's throwing a bionic on each lane, but it's two different bionics.
Oh, no. Didn't like that from the very beginning, but the result he will like.
Yeah, he said, oh no, but I didn't see a problem with that one. This ball comes up a little high flush, but all 10 in the pit.
He was a little nervous. I talked about his attitude and his personality while he's here. He just really seems to be at home. And one of the reasons could be, I called him the mechanic earlier, he is in heaven when he is behind these lanes and working on the pin setters. And that's what he's been doing all this week. And we see Santu striking there.
It's pretty unbelievable for the professional athlete to be in the back working on machines, but that's where Simo finds peace. And I can't tell you how many times a ball return will break down in practice, and the first guy there is Simo, like, oh, what's wrong with it? Can I fix this real quick?
But he's definitely the mechanic now, as Santu trying to continue to string strikes together. He's got 4 in a row.
Well, this is going to be a close game.
We got a match now, Rick. Both of these players seeing the lane, understanding what's going on, and now it's just about shot making.
It's all about shot making. Oh, that one went into the gutter.
Giving it a little
extra. Here we go.
Just enough to get that 10 pin out. So now it's about shot making. It's about who can get their hand in the right place, who can carry, knock all 10 down, and both players are dialed in.
We watch him put fingers in the ball here, and Taryn, when we were talking to him earlier, those fingers weren't so clean, were they?
All right.
Sorry, I didn't want to interrupt a strike there. My apologies, Rick. But no, when we were interviewing him yesterday, he was talking about working on the machines, and then I looked down, and all of his fingers were covered in oil, like he had just been working on a car or something. I said, when was the last time you actually went behind and worked with those pins? He said, oh no, right before I came out to talk to you. And then I was asking about being here. He seemed really comfortable. He seemed like he was in a great mood. And he said, yeah, regardless of what happens in this championship, I'm going to stay on Monday and continue to work on the machines. There's some things I want to tweak. So this is not like a bit. He genuinely loves getting back there, tinkering with things. He's been ordering parts, maybe to the chagrin of David Small's wallet. We don't know. But yeah, he's been back there working on those machines all week, and he loves it.
He actually told David, he said, I'm going to order some parts. It's going to cost about $1,500.
Come on! More strikes.
And David said, okay, no problem. And then Simon got a big grin on his face. He goes, it was actually $3,500. David's like, well, okay.
You see Simo here throwing that different bionic on this lane. It's got a different layout. It's got a little bit more surface. So he likes the overall look of the ball. It's just a little tweak. These players will often have multiple of the same type of bowling ball. Now Santu here getting tested in this match against Anthony, looking to stay with him.
The match in.
Oh boy.
6 in a row.
Crack open 2 6-packs. We're getting wasted. Oh wait, I can't drink. I'm not as illegal. Oh yeah, Osku. And Mika. Major Mika.
Now Santu.
14 PBA. We haven't seen much of Major Mika. I think he's retired in the PBA, but I know he's still around.
Santu one title to his name.
The 2011 U.S. Open. Single pin spare, misses it! He missed it!
Now the pressure goes.
And Duke has won the U.S. Open.
These two going blow for blow.
Blow for
he
blow.
put his hands down there. He wasn't sure if the 10 was going to kick out, but it did. And this is Simo. This is when Santos
Might even have a 290-290 tie.
And absolutely just rip on it and go after it.
All right, don't
hit all
blink,
the reps
Anthony.
he can. That's when he's at his
Come
best.
on, Simo. Don't blink.
A man who can
Don't
draw.
blink.
Looking to stay
Blink and you'll miss it. He's using Bonta's 300 ball. And it's not biting him.
And they stay even through 8 frames.
No!
And Simo wants the re-rack.
What a shot here by Simo. Always.
As long as you don't
steady at
spend
the
3
line.
like Matt Ogle. You're gonna need to pay $500
This one was
if you want that third re-rack. Shot clock violation.
So again,
Shot clock violation.
First,
Ow.
on that left lane, which means he'll
Shot clock
on the
violation.
right lane. So this
Shot
will be the
clock
last
violation.
time he'll throw on
Shot
this
clock
left lane.
violation. Shot clock violation. I can only dream.
In the 10th, strikes here. He can't be locked out.
Come on! Yes!
Gets the strike. Simo, after a spare to start this game, has struck all the way through the 9th frame.
I mean, what a title match. Both players only missing in the first frame. Simo coming up light here. Getting him to mix it
Imagine
up.
if they both have to punch 9.
I'm going to remind you, if they're tied after 10 frames, we'll go to a roll-off. That's what we were talking about 1 week ago.
Before Simonson choked it. Blink!
And another strike. Down 2. What a nice frame.
290.
Now he'll go to the final frame. Kenny.
I think the highest losing score was like 280.
On the left lane. And a reminder, after the show, you can head to PBA social media at PBA Tour for the Go Bowling post-game show presented by AMF.
Alright. No way it'll be locked out.
3 strikes away from putting Simo in the same position he was in a week ago.
Alright, is Santu gonna blink? Jesus Christ!
He hit the head kick pretty hard there.
Yeah, he gave that one a little extra.
Stop it!
Couple shots, the 10 pin was barely getting out. And a power player like this, when you need one, the tendency is to just rip on a little bit more. The 410 just falling right there.
If they didn't fall, he would have been in big
Oh,
trouble.
he knows he got away with it.
He called for a re-rack too, so take a little break here. Get ready for his second throw here in the 10th frame.
So whatever Santu does,
Well, we'll see.
Tyson has to match.
exactly. At least.
Alright, let's see what... Can he throw another good shot? Uh-oh. Oh! Alright, Simo needs the first 2 if he gets... Okay.
We saw this a week ago. Dombrowski gave Simo an opening as well.
Alright, don't choke this, buddy.
Santu knows. He's got to pick this up.
Yeah, big spare here.
He gets it. So 279.
Great strikes.
For a win for Simo.
Yeah, Simo's having a little deja vu here, I guess. Back up, stepping up into the 10th.
You need
And he
2.
did this last week.
2 strikes, Simo!
And then a third strike. He got the 2 strikes and then had the split 7-10. Yep. Lose by 2
279,
points.
either
Simo
losing or winning
needs
score.
2 strikes to win here. Strike, 9 spare, and we'll have a tie.
You need the first one. Get it! Yes! One more strike. If he gets anything less than 9 on this ball, it's over.
He's been so comfortable.
This is a nail biter. Pretending to bite my nails.
He chose to finish the match, finish on this right lane, the lane he had more confidence in.
Alright. You're in a big pickle.
The positive.
Pickle.
In his bowling game. Take the positive. Well, right now, he's coming off a strike.
Come on, Simo.
One more to win this, the Illinois Classic.
Do it! Yeah! He got it! Woo! He did it! Woo! 290 to 279. He's back.
You heard him say, that is how you bounce back.
This one's sweet, baby. This one's sweet. Woo! Morgan, I love you. Snoop, Martha, obviously Robo-Grid, Classic Cooling, Polar X, Beck. Biggest shout out to Genesis Neck and Back. I feel great.
Hey, Taryn, why don't you talk to him now?
Oh my gosh, I can barely hear it over this crowd, Simo. How good did this feel when given the situation that you were put in to win it, to get to close it out?
To bounce back after last week and I made a couple good shots there. I made a couple really good shots here. I made a smart choice, finished on my good lane, and hats off to Santu. I hope I don't have to beat 279 in any more title matches in my career.
What's going through your mind as you're having to finish this one out mentally?
I mean, nothing. Redemption, obviously, sweet. I'm going to enjoy this one. We got more work to do next week.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Boom.
Title number 17 for Simo. He has now won the 2026 PBA Illinois Classic.
That's how you do it.
At Victory Lane. For Kyle Sherman, Taryn Hatcher, I'm Rick Allen. Thanks for watching from Decatur, Illinois. You've been watching the PBA on the CW.
Bye, guys.